Hey there everybody, Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations doing another video for the Wonderscape Biomes designer. So as you can see here, we have this landscape spline that is quite literally cutting through what we've made. And that is because I've added an additional exclusion option utilizing the landscape splines. There is a specific tag you need to make sure that you have on the landscape spline, or any spline if it's just a normal spline. So if we come down here, search for tag, it's PCG spline removal. And as long as that is there and it's tagged that, then we have the option to remove these things. So where are these options, you may ask? Well, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. The way that you see here right now, which is directly within the generator, we go all the way down to the top, or the bottom, remove from tagged splines. Turn it on. Now we also have spline bounds extend multiplier, and this works in tandem with the thickness. So if right here it's thinner, then that means it's going to cut off less. If I come over here, another thing that I added for everybody is the extend multiplier. So if I make it 0.8 and we hit enter here, we're going to need to give it a couple of moments, and that is okay. And you'll see that we're going to have quite a bit, maybe not quite a bit, but you will see that we will have more showing up on the path. While we're waiting, the other place to do it is going to be directly within the indexes themselves, and I'm going to be showing that off momentarily. And it's important to note that if there are children, it does not get rid of the children. So the children will stay. So you would need to go into the children and remove it there as well. And that's okay. That's actually an amazing option. That way, if you want the children on the path, so like the grass on the path, then it'll be on the path. And then you have right here, as you can see, remove from tagged splines and the spline extents multiplier right here in the index itself. Now then, it looks like it's still generating, but we should be getting to this. Oh, we got stuff showing back up along the path. So there we go. It added a little bit, only because I did 0.8. If I went extreme, then you would see extreme. And I intentionally did that because I wanted to show this section off. So now I'm going to turn off the remove from tagged splines option. We'll place that right here. Now, something I'm going to do down the road is right now, this makes it to where you have no choice. It's going to remove everything. But what if there's a specific tag you want to utilize? Well, there is an add tag to point section or node that I will be adding down the road that will allow us to have an array of tags that it will remove those instead. So if, say, the spline has 2 tags, so it has the PCG underscore spline removal tag. Great. Now, does it have the rocks tag? No? Okay, then don't remove the rocks. That type of thing. That way it gives even more, but only from that one spline path, if that makes sense. It's going to provide more options and more versatility. So that is essentially the intention with that. So now that everything is done, I'm going to come in here and I want to utilize this specific one. As you can see here, we've got a bunch of cacti and a bunch of rocks. And then we have a bunch of small grass. And that's why I chose that one, so I could show this off. So if I choose remove from tagged splines, we're going to see rocks disappear, but not the grass. Once that's done, I will remove the cactus as well, and then we'll just have one set of rocks and then the grass that was left behind. And it will only be from this section. So I will silence while it zooms through that. Okay, as you can see, nothing happened, which means it looks like I chose the wrong ones. Because if you take a look here, the rocks are gone from there. It's good to know. It's good to know. That one doesn't have any children. So apparently these rocks aren't spawning, and it's most likely because of the children. So, down the road when we have more child controls, we'll be able to remove that. But as you can see here, they're gone. And just for verification purposes, if I check mark this again, we should see the rocks that are supposed to be right here come back. And as I'm sitting here, I realize no, the rocks were not right here. This was when I was doing a bunch of testing, and now I feel really bad for wasting your time here. But if we come here to the blue one, I have it on already. So I'm going to go ahead and check mark that on so that they will come back so that you can see them. I really should have done some debugging to see exactly what we were looking at before I started this video. And as you can see now, the cactus are back. So you have an immense amount of control here. So lastly, if I come over here into the grass that I spawned from the child, I can check mark that. And we will see that this will also be removed. And as you can see, now the grass is gone. So I have added an immense amount of control already for you guys to be able to control how these splines react with the entire generator, with individual indexes, and with their children.